What's up, guys? We're back again with another video. Today I am TreezyFolks.
Your boy Solo. And also Solo King, you can meet me there, you know what I mean?
Today we are going to fix my radio.
I ain't trying to hear that. Nah, today we here because he decided to call my radio trash. I mean, although it is a little outdated, cool, whatever, whatnot. That's just a little something I just play with here now. So I decided to go ahead and make him do a project and show me if he can put one together. So we're gonna go ahead and get to that. I'll be back in a minute. So we back. Now I'm gonna show a picture, you know what I'm saying, so you can see everything we working with so far. And I'm gonna go ahead. Now he ain't never done it, so I'm gonna kind of coach him through it to see if he do it right and we don't, you know, catch on fire. I don't want to be in the emergency room. So you ready, TreezyFolks?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start placing the first few items we need on the table and go from there. So we'll be back. Alright, so I'm back with a few items. Alright, so the first unit that I'm using is kind of pre-set already. I did it some time ago. I was already into playing with stuff like this, but I figured I wanted to show and teach him. So basically what these are 12-volt computer power units. Some old scrap crap I just had laying around. This is what we're gonna use to power the little radios we're gonna, you know, throw together, whatever you want to call it. Invention, I don't know, creation. I say creation. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show him how I got to these wires and what they're used for mainly. So these two wires is like a switch, like a light switch. Instead of having to flip a switch with these two wires connected, they're pretty much already, you know, the power source to turn it on. Which I need to be the switch, it would be better, so we don't have to worry about using tape. But this was last quick minute video, so whatever. So since you already see how this was already done, I'm gonna skip straight to this one with him. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do, Treezy, we're gonna look for these two prime colors right here, right? Green and black. These are our first two colors we're gonna look for. So those first two colors.
See a lot of blacks.
Yeah.
Green.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it, alright? You see the green?
Yes.
Now you see that black right on the side of it?
Yes.
What we're gonna do is take the scissors and cut right there for me. Now for now, these, like I said, are power cords. Basically, once they touch and power up, it fires on. The next two cords we're looking for that's gonna power. Now you see the yellow and the black. These two is gonna power our devices. Alright? So the next one I want you to cut, Treezy, is two off of this one. Okay? Cut. Not too close to my hand right there. Trying to cut more fingers. There you go. Alright. Pull them through for you. There we go. Only pulling them through so we have more slack in play that we don't have to go back and be like, oh, I don't have enough room. So I'm just pulling them out. And also so they don't touch the rest of the wires and give us a reason to have to go back and do more work. Okay, so now Treezy, what I want you to do, since you can't do this part, I'll be right back. Alright, so since I know he can't do this part, I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm gonna burn the tip. We don't want him to start up fires. Now what that is, I just need to burn the tip to get enough off to You see the little metal wires. Twist them together. I'm only doing the part that I know that it won't be allowed for children because of the fact it could be a bit dangerous. That's all. Alrighty. Alright, now the next part I can let you do after I do these 2 wires. The next part you can do. I will try to twist. Okay. Last wire for this was to burn. So far. I don't think I should have to burn anymore. They just make it easier than to use your teeth. But one more wire I do need to do. Now, there's one more wire and it's going to be used to combine one wire to another. Reason why, since we're not using a vehicle for this, it still need a control wire. So this is why you'll see me cutting out an extra wire for him real quick. And we're going to make that one yellow. The reason why I'm making the colors color for power, you never want to have your power the same color as your ground wire. Why? Because if you can't tell which one is which and you put the negative to the positive, you may blow a fuse or you may blow something else or burn out a whole wire. You never know. There we go. It will get hot, so it's best to do it with a dope. Now, there's no difference. I just need an extra wire for the part you'll see soon. It's just color difference, the same thing. Alright, so those sit there for now. Give me a few seconds and I'll be back with the next product on the table we need. Alright, so we back. So as you see, I got 2. You pick it up. It's kind of heavy. Got it? Don't drag it, Treezy. I got 2 old amplifiers. I'm not even sure if they still work. If they do, we'll find out. This is what we're going to be powering our power with. Well, this is what we're going to use our power sources for, this unit, to power these. Now I'm using 1 and 1 this way that if for any reason it may blow a fuse or it may be too much power on one of these, because they only 12 volt, 12 and 12, I mean that would be like 24 maybe. It may be overvolted. I'm not sure how strong this may be, so I'm just using 1 and 1. So, back to it now. Alright, Treezy. First thing we're going to do, before we get to these parts exactly, we're going to take some tape. I'm going to pull you off a few strands of tape. Put it that way. It should probably take just maybe 2. You know, just probably 2. Alright, the reason for the tape, as you see, I got these 2 wires taped together. Like I said, these are what turn the system on to this power source. So what I'm going to show him is, or have him do, is to wrap them. Make sure we find them. I take these 2 and tap and twist them together. No. The wires, remember? Yeah, the wires.
These.
Yeah. But look, make sure it's like that, so there's no extra wire hanging out somewhere you really don't need it. Right there. Twist them together. Yep. Let me see. Now I'm going to twist it one more time, and then we're going to bend it down to the wire, so this way to make it easier for the tape. Get your piece of tape. Let's grab this one first. Go ahead. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it, you're gonna start down here, and you're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
He's applying the tape to the wire.
Right here.
No. Look, when you do it, you start at the edge, like that.
Okay.
And just wrap around, go to the top. Yep. Wrap it up. Make sure it's tight. The tighter it is, the less worry you gotta worry about with it touching anything to burn out anything. No. Always keep it going. Then bring it right back down. See? Then take your second piece of tape and do the same thing. Now the second piece of tape is just to make sure if the first tape wasn't correctly put on, the next tape did. Always start at the end. Yeah, alright, hold on. Always start at the very edge if you can, because it gives you enough time to wrap every piece of it so you can get straight. Do it the same way. Slowly up. But you gotta make it tight, remember?
Gotta make sure it's bent.
Go ahead. Come back down.
Like this.
Same way you was rolling around, just come down with it. Feel that secure now?
Yes.
Ain't nothing gonna come out of it? You sure?
Yes.
Alright, that's his progress. A little tail on it. Put that little tail down. Alright, so that's his power piece that's gonna start it so far. Now we're moving on to powering up the system that goes with it. You remember where these cords go? You remember how to connect them?
Yes.
Okay. So, get a screwdriver so you can unscrew your screws how you need it first. Don't take them all the way out. You want to screw them towards me?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. Let me know if you need help.
And this was ground, right?
Mm-hmm. Black is always brown.
Ground. Now put it in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Now it was power. Yellow was power. Con.
Which one? You remember?
Power control.
That's the first power.
Oh, this one.
Mm-hmm. But you gotta make sure you connect your second wire to it. What was your second wire?
Your second wire.
The second wires that we made.
Oh, this.
Mm-hmm. You could
Make
use.
sure it bends.
Yeah. You gotta
Sure.
mix it with the yellow. Yeah. No. Connect it to the yellow first. That way you don't have to worry about doing that part yet.
Don't like this.
On the tip.
Okay. Like
Just like
this.
that. Just how we did the other wire. Twist them together first. Did you twist them?
Oh.
My bad. Yeah, I twist them together.
Okay, so
So this one goes here first, because that's the main one, remember? So go ahead.
this one all the way at the right.
Look like your ground came out. But you can do that when you're done. No, go ahead. You good.
Okay, now do my ground. Make sure it's under it. I need to do it up. Okay. Now make sure it's under it.
Go ahead and make sure. Yep, push it all the way behind there. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Are you ready for the next part yet?
Yes.
Okay. We'll be back in a few seconds, guys. Alright, so we're down to his next part of him doing. You got the power part connection already done. You already got the connection done for the power source for the amplifier, which is excellent so far. Now our next part is the speaker wire. So I'm about to go ahead and get into that. Let's go.
Okay, so red on the left.
And why the red go on the left?
Because if it go to the minus sign, it might start a fire.
It may start a fire, blow a fuse or so, yeah. That's possible. So you gotta make sure that you color coordinate all of your steps. That way there's no confusion or no friction going the wrong way.
Making sure it's on. And the gold looking cord
Goes to the what?
the minus sign.
The negative. Alrighty. So he's a little ahead of me. So I'm gonna go ahead to the other camera and I'm gonna start mine up. I'm gonna catch up because I kind of got my process almost done. Folks, give me a second. Alright, so we about at the last point now. Now this part, we kind of got to share the last part for our sound. We have an audio cord, you know, the color, and a microphone jack. Of course, we need a power source to plug in. And our plugs that go into the power box. Almost there. Some of the wires we got to use to share our audio, which I'll show you that in a second. And I think that's it. So what I'm gonna do is take these audio cords. I'm gonna make this the master main box, and I'm gonna make mine slave, I guess you would say. Basically it's just like computer term. The second hard drive or whatnot is the slave. I don't know what sense that make but whatever. So we're gonna take these two of yours and put in on the out, I mean. So I'm gonna put it on the end of mine. And okay. I'm missing one thing, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I had to go find some music source. So Now what I got to do is take the cord I showed you first for the audio to go from the iPod, put that in your end, for it to go to both of the boxes, out of the sounds, well, out of the speakers, excuse me. So we get our quality sound. But I have a little issue. It's my last interruption, hopefully. Give me 1 second. So what we're gonna do now is start to plug in for our power boxes. So you go your power source box, your power cord. Mine. Now hopefully we did it right, so we don't have no issues when we plug it into the socket. But I feel that we did everything we were supposed to so far, right? And I'm gonna just give a second look. Right there. Make sure nothing's touching. You gotta be careful. You make sure, you're not touching. Alright, if everything's not touching, then we're ready to start it up. Alright, so we go ahead and plug it in. And if everything is done right, we should get a straight clean start. Ooh.
Yeah.
Straight clean starts, baby. Alright. So I'm not gonna play that much of the song. Probably a few seconds, stop, a few seconds. So you can actually see and hear the difference. So I'm gonna start with one of my B.O.B. songs, you feel me? So, as you can see, everything worked. Nothing caught fire. I think we did a great job. What you think?
Good.
Great job. So, I'm about to do another project like this, bro. I had some fun. I'm a little hot. But I had fun. Came out, everything worked.
Perfect.
Nothing caught fire. We should do this again one day, TreezyFolks.
But something else.
Yeah.
Better.
Something maybe be using these again. Maybe we could find something like we could power more, be multiple things. This wasn't bad. I didn't know it was gonna work this well. I thought we might have a few complications, but we don't. So you wanna go ahead and end this thing?
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video right now. Make sure you visit Solo King and Team.
And we out.